Hey everyone, this is your Miss Philippines Air 2020, Patricia Santos, and welcome to the fifth episode of our Man on the Street, Miss Philippines Earth Style. How are you, Earthlings? Happy MECQ to everybody staying in the NCR Plus area. I hope that everybody has been enjoying even the little bit of freedom that we have been given, especially since we have been suffering. Suffering is the word, right? The past few weeks before that, because we were once again stuck inside the ECQ for several weeks, and I think it is a welcome pace for a lot of you to be allowed to finally go out with lesser restrictions now that we have finally been placed under MECQ. So how have you guys been doing? How have you been able to cope with all the different security and safety protocols that have been imposed by our government? I hope that you guys are coping well. I hope that your mental health is still being preserved, and I hope that your loved ones and you are safe from COVID-19. Once again, we remind everybody in the middle of this pandemic to please do not forget to keep yourself safe. Stay at home unless it is completely necessary for you to go out. And please observe all the necessary safety protocols. So for this episode, we are going to be talking about something that I am sure a lot of you will be able to relate to. We are going to talk about how to maintain physical fitness. Physical fitness. I know that a lot of you have been having a hard time. Me especially, and even my own sister teams, we've always talked about this. We've talked about, the fact that a lot of the gyms are closed, a lot of the usual physical activities that we were used to are now unavailable to us. And we know how difficult it has been, especially since last year, in the beginning pa. And we know that a lot of us have been exploring a lot of different ways to innovate in order to make sure that we are maintaining our physical fitness even within the four corners of our home, no matter how small that is. Because, my home is also quite small and dainty, but we find ways. Sabi nga ni video. Anyway, unfortunately, Miss Philippines Water 2020, my sister Queen Gianna wasn't able to join us for this episode because of a prior work engagement. But I hope that you guys will still have fun with me as we go and discover what are the different ways, or what I would like to call as innovations, that our man on the street has been able to do in order to make sure that they are taking care of their physical fitness. Let's find out. But before that, let me remind everybody, of course, that the Miss Philippines Earth team, the Carousel Productions team, was able to observe all security and safety protocols in the making of this episode, including making sure that all our man on the street respondees are observing the usual protocols like wearing the mask or wearing the face shield. So I hope that you guys will not forget to do that yourself, even in the safety of your own home. So let us now proceed to our Man on the Street videos. Let's find out what they answered to our one question. That's right, we only have one question tonight, and we have a couple of responses that I think are very interesting and should be shared out there with you. And our question is simple. Ngayong ECQ/MECQ, how do you maintain your physical fitness? Anong mga ehersisyo ang ginagawa mo upang mapanatili ang malusog at malakas ang iyong katawan? Sorry, mali yata yung nung tanong. Sorry. And our question is very simple. Ngayong ECQ or MECQ, how do you maintain your physical fitness? Anong mga ehersisyo ang ginagawa mo upang mapanatiling malusog at malakas ang iyong katawan? Let's find out!
Para mapangalagaan ang sarili ko, I really don't have a strict diet or meal plan. I tend not to deprive myself. I don't skip meals. I eat what I want in proportion, but I tend to stick to healthier options in preparing meals. Ngayong pandemic, since we work from home a lot or more often, so I get the time to prepare my meals. So I tend to shy away from trans fats. I cut down my sugar and calorie intake. So basically that's it when it comes to food. I get vitamins from vegetables and fruits. So yun. And then I do workouts para sa bahay lang, and it's more on functional workout. Doing household chores, nagluluhat ng tubig, naglalaba, whatever it is, magpupunas, mamap, magsahig, naglilinis all over the house. So, yun. I try to move my body. Iniiwasan ko na yung maging couch potato and to lie down in bed the whole day kasi ang sama sa pakiramdam. Also, I think one way to take care of yourself during these trying times, especially if we are all isolated, if we are quarantined, we are all alone in the house, is to take care of your mental health as well. So, I tend to shy away from negative thoughts and disregard strong political opinions, and social medias, and everything. And there are a lot of things that hindi na pinapansin, and I'm not putting my energy into that. But basta as long as at the end of the day, I try to get some restful sleep because I've been struggling with my disruptive sleep pattern na nga when this pandemic hit. So, yun. Basically, that's it. I think diet does not only pertains to food that we put in our mouth, but it also pertains to the things or the thoughts that we feed our mind as well. So basically, that's it. Stay home, stay safe.
Oh wow! I have to say that Ate certainly knows how to take care of herself because she looks great. She looks amazing despite all the constraints of trying to maintain our physical fitness. And dun sa mga sinabi niya, I have to agree with everything 100%, especially when it comes to food. I hope that a lot of you don't think that maintaining a good body is all about exercise. It's actually a balance between having a good diet and having regular exercise. So, with that sense, I also very much agreed, and I hope you guys pick up on what she said about not really depriving yourself. A good diet doesn't mean that you are stopping yourself from eating good food or eating kung ano yung masarap. For me, a good diet is characterized by the fact that you are exhibiting portion control. Kasi I think it's a myth to tell people that all you have to do is starve yourself and you'll have a good diet. That's not true. I think that we need to be able to see ano yung mga pagkain na kailangan natin upang maging balanse ang ating nutrition na natatanggap. It's all about balance, and it's the same when you want to have a good diet. And what's worse, if you deprive yourself, diba, a lot of people fail in diet, or sometimes they will say the diet failed them. But the truth of the matter is, they just really deprive themselves too much. Kaya nagkaroon ng time na hindi nila natigilan yung sarili nila upang kainin yung kini-crave din talaga nilang kainin. So for me, it's all about disciplining yourself, and at the same time rewarding yourself kung kailan naman karapat-dapat letting yourself eat when it is manageable. But of course, kailangan pa rin yung regular exercise. And I like what she said about functional workout. That's true. Even inside your house, you have a lot of chores that you can do. Me myself, I asked my parents, my mom, what could I do to move, especially. Kasi sometimes, yung usual routine namin before the ECQ, I don't do much household chores because I'm busy with a lot of different things like work, study, work, and work again. But the truth of the fact of the matter is that ever since the lockdown and I was staying home more, I was trying to actively find ways on how I can move around the house. Do the heavy lifting, do the dishes for my arms, diba? And then I would lift all the laundry kapag kailangan siyang dalhin sa laundry shop, kapag bukas yung laundry shop. And that is really, a lot of exercise. Aside naman sa functional workouts, you can also do your own workouts at home. She did mention something about muscles and doing those kind of workouts. And you could do that naman even without the weights or all the gym equipment. You only have to go on the trusty internet. You just have to go ask Google, and I'm sure you will find out, how to do these things. And another thing na I would like to highlight is what she said about sleep. Ang hirap kasi talaga, diba, during the ECQ, MECQ, the issue of sleep is a bit hard to settle. Some people slept more, some people slept less. So for me, it was varying. Sometimes I would sleep more, sometimes I would sleep less. But a tip for everyone: do not sleep more than you're supposed to. 6 to 8 hours of sleep talaga. Because if you sleep more than that, you will wake up with body fatigue and medyo mahirap din siya. You won't feel good and you won't feel fit. So it's still nice to monitor how much you sleep. And her last tip about mental health is so true. It's not just as much as what you put inside your body, but also what you put inside your brain. So I hope you guys are keeping yourself, mentally healthy and using social media with moderation. And so let's find out what else, what else did our other man on the street share with us with regards to how they were able to maintain their physical fitness during the lockdown. Let's find out with this next video.
So during ECQ and MECQ, what I've been doing is I've been trying to run as often as I could and swim. That's one of the few things I've been doing. Another thing would be some weightlifting at home or body weight. That's a good way to pump your muscles and also to stay fit and healthy with endurance, which also keeps your lungs healthy at the same time during this COVID pandemic. And it's something that we all need to do. Which is why I've been focusing on these types of workouts. And it's been paying off and I'm happy with it.
I believe him. I think it really is paying off. Kuya looked physically fit, and I know we all want to be, at least comfortable to be able to move the way we want to with our bodies. For me, that's really the answer when you ask how do you define physical fitness. It's not really about the muscles, or it's not really about the definition, it's not really about having abs. It's about whether or not you're happy with your body and whether or not you're happy with the way that you have been able to move. Because for me, when there was a time when I gained some weight because of studying in law school, and I realized that I wanted to be physically fit, not just because I wanted to look good, but it was more of I wanted to be able to move the way I wanted to. I wanted to be able to run. I wanted to be able to go up a flight of stairs without feeling so out of breath. And I think for most of us, that is the goal. And so I agree with what Kuya said. All the exercises, or most of the exercises that we should focus on, is also about endurance, especially when it comes to our breathing capacity, our lungs. So I would suggest you guys to check out what would be the best exercises. I am envious of him who was able to swim. Where do you do that? But running is also very good. If you guys have been able to go out in the morning, I think during MECQ now they are allowing people to run for a limited time. There's a window in the morning wherein you will be able to go out and run for I think that's 4 hours. That's window time. But I suggest you guys to do that. But if you cannot really go out, and run, you can also do what I do. I run up and down a flight of stairs inside my condo building, and we have a total of uh, six levels, and we also have the basement, so there's seven. So I go up and down for a total of 12 times. So that's my regular workout. If I cannot do the home workout, or if I cannot go running outside, so check it out. If you have that option, you should check that out, because it really helps get the blood going and also helps with your breathing. And I think that's one tip. Thank you very much, Kuya, for that. Now let's go on to our next video and find out what do they do, or what do they have for us.
Okay, since these MECQ, I'm maintaining my physical fitness by working out at home. I work out 5 times a week. And then I also maintain my diet and then make sure I get enough rest.
Wow, that was a lot of fun. So that video was taken by no other than our Miss Philippines Water 2020, Jana. Hi, Jana. And I have to say, we can see a pattern here, right? You can see people repeatedly attesting to the fact that you can do your own workout at home. You can do, if you want to, you can find ways. And even as a businesswoman, I think business people are the ones who are quite struggling in the middle of this pandemic. But look at Ate. She's maintaining her physical fitness. She's maintaining her gorgeousness simply by having the will to do so. Sometimes really it's the so-called political will. It's our will to survive, so it's also our will to exercise. So how strong is your will to exercise? That's a very good question to ask yourself as you're watching this video. So we go now to our next man on the street answer, and I'd like to find out what do they do in order to maintain their physical fitness.
I do a lot of cardio and mostly bodyweight workouts to maintain my physical fitness.
Wow, what another wonderful video. Thank you very much, Diana, also from her. And there you have it. We've been seeing a lot of different people from all sorts of demographics, right? We've seen earlier with it, I think she's of the working age, and then we also have another businessman, and then we also have another businesswoman. And now we have somebody from younger age demographic, and to see someone who is a student, and I think he is an athlete. It's nice to see that our youth knows that it's very important to take care of their physical health. And once again, another testament to the efficacy of the home workout. So wherever you are talaga, nothing is impossible. And if you're watching today, I hope that you can challenge yourself, if you have not been able to do it so far, to explore how can you do your own home workout at home. It doesn't have to be anything that needs a weight or gym equipment. All you need is a mat, really. All you need is a mat, water, and the willingness to maintain your physical fitness. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was actually our last video. So thank you very much to everybody who participated as our man on the street, and I hope that you guys learned a lot of tips and lessons about maintaining your physical fitness. It doesn't have to be so much, you just have to have the dedication to go ahead and do something about your physical health. And I know it's difficult and it's quite lonely, because before we had the excuse of going to the gym and being able to see other people and being able to, talk and participate with activities with one another and collaborate. Unfortunately, this is the world that we are in now, and we only have to find ways to innovate. I know that Filipinos are very creative. In fact, when I was first starting out about home workouts, I've been doing my research on Google, and I can see people, turning old water bottles into weights, and they were they were showing different ways to create their own weight out of different materials. There were a large variety, and I have to say that you only really have to find the willingness to do it, and it's not going to be very hard. Even myself, before, I've been asking myself if I can do the Miss Philippines Earth competition, despite the fact that I wouldn't be able to go to a regular gym. But we were able to do it. All of the queens, all of the candidates even were able to do it. So I don't see any reason why you can't do. So that is our challenge for you in this episode. I hope that you can go and evaluate yourself. Ask yourself, how can you be better? How can you have better health for yourself? And how can you continue, if you're already doing it, continue to do so. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope that you guys had a fun time for this episode. Please do not forget, for anybody who is watching this and is also an aspiring Miss Philippines Earth, do not forget to submit your application. The application process is still ongoing. It's ongoing online, and you can check out more details by going to our social media site. You can go to our IG account, which is Miss Phil Earth. You can go to our Facebook account, which is Miss Philippines Earth, and our YouTube account, which is Miss Philippines Earth, and our Twitter at Miss Earth PH. You can also check out our website, the most reliable of them all, MissPhilippines-Earth.com, to find out how you can, be in the running to be the next Miss Philippines Earth or be part of the elemental force. I hope that you guys are, at least exploring the idea, because for me, Miss Philippines Earth, the first virtual pageant in the Philippines, changed my life. And we don't know which girl or which group of girls will have their lives changed as well, if only they had the courage to take the first step, which is to apply. So see you soon, ladies. I hope that you guys are, applying already, and we are very excited to see who will be crowned for the next set of Elemental Queens and our next Miss Philippines Earth 2021. And of course, we are also very excited, though we're not yet technically allowed to share with you this new surprise, but we are preparing and gearing up to share with our dear Earthlings about an application that will be bringing a huge new twist to our Miss Philippines Earth competition this year. Once again, it will be virtual, but the way that it will be done will be changed by this application. So I hope that you guys are keeping an eye out for all our announcements, because we are certainly gearing up to give you a big surprise, and part of those surprises might include some raffles, some games. So I hope you guys are very excited, and of course, keeping yourself subscribed and following all our social media channels. And don't forget, Earthlings, April 22 is Earth Day. And once again, Miss Philippines Earth 2020, all your queens are preparing for a special show with very special guests. So I hope that you guys are also keeping an eye on this very special date, considering that Earth Day will be all about celebrating our planet, and once again remembering what exactly do we need to do in order to protect our environment. And there you go, there we have it. I'm not going to keep you on for any longer. Thank you very much for watching all the way, for staying. I hope you guys are able to, have fun and learn more. And I hope that you guys won't forget to comment down on the comment section below. What are your learnings, maybe, or what kind of exercises have you been doing in the safety of your home? How have you been keeping yourself physically fit? And of course, you can also suggest what should be our next topic, next episode. You don't know, maybe there's a surprise. I don't know myself. Maybe we have the surprise prizes, but please do let us know what you think. Anyway, I think it's time for me to sign off. Thank you very much, everybody, once again, for tuning in As I always say, please, everybody, my dear Earthlings, don't forget to be better people for a better environment, for a healthier planet. Goodbye! I hope you guys had fun. Thank you very much. This has been Patricia Santos, your Miss Philippines Air, saying thank you and stay safe.